Home is where the hate meets. Home is filled with pain. And it may not be such a bad idea, but the number yeah, when such a bad idea, but the number
What's going on with the great beings on the planet Earth? Is everybody all right? Let me know. I'm gonna give you a minute before we get started to get in the comment section. Let the divine being know. Someone who's on Earth know that they divine and has some healing powers for you. Know that something's wrong, so I could give you the remedy. So I could give you the element. You know, see? I want to give you the right substance so that you could take care of your matter. And I ain't talking about nobody's life either. I'm talking about your matter, your life. Why? Because You do matter. What is matter? Huh? That's a great question. What is matter? According to Wikipedia, matter general. So here's the key part that I want you to focus on and be clear of. It says that in general, too, that it is in nature physical, any physical substance. So if we, you could see with your intelligence looking at this here idea supremely, wouldn't it be suffice for a nigga to say everything matters? Everything is matter? That's an oxymoron. Why would you just run around here talking about, oh, sneaks matter? Belts matter. You know what, G? Did you know hats matter? Man, if you gonna go stand your dumb ass in the corner somewhere, what you meaning hats matter? The sun matters. How about that part? You wanna walk around with a t-shirt saying that the moon matters. Now you know you're gonna get, well, it may kick a viral because it's gonna bring some attention. Real talk. It will bring some attention. If I walked around with a t-shirt on that says stars matter, I'm sure I'll get some feedback. I might get 80% of the population laughing. Because you see, people are really in their monkey minds. That's right. So get in the comment section, people. Let me know if anything is not going favorable for you in your state of existence. I don't want you to tell me what's wrong. I want you to tell me what matters. What's the matter, G? Huh? What's the matter, my B? So yeah, we're gonna get into a little something real quick. I got some science for your mind. You know I do. See, I don't want to just caress your physical. I prefer to caress your mind. This is put together by Bashir and Nate. Nate and Bashir. That's that shit. Yeah, that's that Tupac shit. Yeah, that's me and one of my team members playing a couple more instruments in the background back there. One of the brothers back shit that is on the. I think that is the organ. All right. Yeah, we coming off the organ, and then it's me with the thumb piano in the background. This instrument right here. You know. So this is what you could do in your existence. You create. You are the creators of existence. There's no mystery God. There's no mystery devil. There's never been anyone to come and prove to you, not just me alone. I mean, I'm cool. I'm good with it. I know what's right and what's wrong. I know what's it, you see, what's it all hitting for. Which shorts. I know. I don't believe in nothing. I'm an knowing factor. That's a little bit different than the average individuals out here who just believe shit is happening. That's all. They just need to study a little bit more and pay attention. There's nothing wrong with believing. Trust me. They said they happy as shit. Ignorance is blissful. You kidding me? Some people don't want to know what I know. And I don't blame them. Shit. They talk about knowledge is power. You better be able to handle that power then. We don't want you fucking up out here. And that's why they had to rise secret societies. Because once some of you nut ass beings get that power, you more harmful to yourself than as if you didn't even have the power at all. All right. So I'm going to drop some information to be considered. I want to welcome every person, place, and thing. Y'all know that's my signal, that's my sigil. That's what I make up. I ain't talking about salam alaikum, hotep, no tep, peace, namaste, I say you, see you, what's up, hello, none of that. What's good? I don't care. Come as you are. I'm just going to welcome you into my circumference, in my aura. You see, in my electromagnetic school. Oh yeah, that's what's going to take place today. Whenever you dwell with me, you can almost chalk it as you are in school. There's something definitely to be learned. Even if it's that I don't even want to fuck with that nigga no more. I learned that today, goddammit. He ride crazy. He fuck crazy. Or he do his job too much, or whatever the reason. Or you could look at it with empowerment as to how you're going to incorporate yourself to be as just as divine and powerful as I am. That's what you're supposed to do with it. That's what I'm going to hope you do with my knowledge. But it ain't my knowledge. It's just, let's say, the knowledge. It's all of our knowledge. Check. I'm just the one that happened to be tapping in on that frequency, bringing it out. Facts. So we're looking at some things to consider today, people. And it's probably going to be a few. I want to touch on a few things. One of the most important things I want to bring to light to touch on is the idea and the origin of the democratic idea. I just want to share a little bit of information on that. See? so that we can revisit not just the information of when certain documents and constitutions were written, but also the ideas of the individual. We want to get into the mindset of these people when they was writing it at that time. See, because if you wrote something today, and this is just my opinion, this is what I'm thinking. Like, if you wrote something today, it's only going to be prevalent or relevant to this day and time. Because maybe 20 to 30 to 50 years from now, there's going to be new people that's going to come in office and change laws. And a perfect example is marijuana. If you're in the cities of marijuana, you know at least a decade ago, it was illegal for you to have that substance. Now it's perfectly fine. You see? So what you thought was once true can actually become true no more. Oh, you see where we getting at with this, y'all? Oh my God. Not your God. I'm sorry. Some people might say, well, I thought he didn't believe in God. I said, my God. And no, I don't believe in God. I know who my God is. So you're right. See, don't get so hostile and bent out of shape because you ain't seen it correctly. You said it right. No, you don't believe in no fucking God. But I guarantee you he can show you one. What do you think this is? When it come to God, this you can't play. We ain't playing games no more. Hide and go seek. You know what I mean? Can you guess which hand I got the object in? No. God don't do that. We don't play like that. Stop that. That's foolishness. I don't care how old you is. You thinking in a mystery God and you waiting for Scott Daddy come, you thinking like a child. You haven't grown up mentally. That's all. You 55 years old still praying to somebody. Oh, and you better not be on your hands and knees. Nor should you be bumping your head on that goddamn ground. Fucking your skin all up, got marks and shit all on your head. This shit is crazy, man. But again, you know me, like I said, if it's a thing that is working for a thing, person, or place, then so be it. Let it go. By all means. We're going to let it ride. This is the type of mindset that we have to have when we putting people in offices. You can't put nobody in office that's biased, prejudiced, at least working off of those characteristics. We can have those things, but you got to know how to apply yourself, apply your service to the field that you're in. If you're a security officer, a police officer, then your badge says freedom and justice for all. Not just the suburbs. And where you go down into the hood or the ghetto to do your work. That's dumb. You give me that badge. We don't shoot the cop or kill the cop. You can have your gun. Give me the fucking badge. Rip that shit off your shirt. And you still gonna go out there and work and perform your duties too as a police officer. But when you start to when your character get in accord to what the badge says, then by all means you can have it back. I even get your shirt stitched up too. Because I'm ripping that shit off. I guess they're gonna lock me up for that too, right? I ain't assault the officer, I assaulted nothing. I dismembered from a entity something that is not supposed to be of. And when it comes to my police department, I want y'all accurate and exact, on time with time. And my captains, my lieutenants, if you could be a little bit before time, that will be very helpful. That's how it's supposed to be ran. But no, you want to go in there, you take your oath. Oh yeah, you do. That's why he tell you raise your right hand. Because you gotta realize your left hand is an intake. Your right hand is the out, the exit of the fluidity of your powers. Oh yes. You got to realize if it's healing in the blood, then it must be healing in the hands. Yeah, it is. How many of you ever watched a movie where a little kid could just walk up to a dog and touch it, and it gets up and move and it heals itself? Huh? No? I know. But I bet you seen this one when they went in the hospital and somebody put their hand on the individual and the doctor came back the next day with their chart talking about a miraculous recovery. Whether the individual knew it or not, when they put their hand on them, some of them said a prayer. Look, they be Christians, right? You ever see them Christian people? They'll come in the hospital and they know which hand to put. So you put the left hand on your heart, right? Because that's the inflow. And bring out your power to that of the object or the matter in this case, since everything does matter. And you touch it. Now, I don't care if you want to say a prayer. Oh, Heavenly Father, Lord, give this individual healing. Not only shall the third or the second eye see, let the first eye be revealing and become almighty. And I mean, you can say anything to that extent. And you don't walk away as if you was playing a game. You got to walk away with remembrance and then maybe another 30-minute more of intentioning, even if you left the room. See, because you got to be the one that walk out the room saying, damn, I'm going to come back here tomorrow. And these doctors, as you watch them, right, you walking out, they're going to tell me that, oh, Mr. Hills. Yes. Oh, they moved so-and-so down into so-and-so. Where's so-and-so? Just go right down that way and make these two lefts and the right and go up and down and turn left and go around and go back down. All right, cool. So-and-so is that place of, they don't even need to be attended. They don't need no attention no more. Your next step is out the door. When I go down there and get in the room where that patient is, they putting on their clothes. Oh, hey, Nate. How you doing? And you fucked up, right? Because just yesterday, they was in ICU. Emergency. All types of gadgets hooked up to their physical. You didn't see no chance of any hopes of recovery. But only if you played your part in being alkaline, enlightening yourself, even if just to perform the specific duty. I ain't saying that you always got to stay, you see, all gracious and all powerful. Shit, you could take 30 days off and drink nothing but beer, wine, sex, go ahead, get you some RB meats. You know what I'm talking about? Just make sure you get back on your horse. You on earth, my B. Don't come down here thinking that this is like some place where you supposed to be. Oh, I thought you didn't eat me. Take your dumb ass and go get you a lettuce sandwich. Don't worry about what I'm eating. I'm my God. I do what I do. It ain't my fault you let Dr. Sebi be your God and tell you how you should be eating. That's just information that he learned and he set forth. That's it. And again, like I said in the beginning, that shit ain't gonna be sourceable and reliable in another 100, 200 years from now. Ain't none of you now planting no seeds anyway. And if you are planting them, where you getting them from? So we ain't far too short. I'm giving you a long time. That's too long. Talking about I want organic. I'm eating all organic. When China got a new sun sitting up there, and you talking about God created the sun. Well, I guess God's sun ain't as powerful as the sun. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Let me see something. Is the sun that China made more powerful than the sun in the sky?
According
Man, I'm the fuck out of here, man. Yo, everybody pack your shit. We out. God ain't got no fucking. Oh man, God can't fuck with China. Them Chinese people. America can't fuck with them. Russia can't fuck with them. And now you told me that the sun is the most powerful thing in your universe. Did you not? And you better not lie, else you're going to go stand in the corner. Even the Nation of Islam told me that sun is 14,720 degrees hot and that is 93 million miles away from the planet Earth. You want to still play with me? You fucking with China's sun? When it's telling you that it's a nuclear fusion reactor officially named the Experimental Advanced Superconducting Tokamak that recently set a record for sustained high temperatures after running 5 times hotter than the sun. The sun that God allegedly. See, now this question is, well, man, maybe God, maybe God might be a little small man. See, I wouldn't get hysterical about this, people. I would just have to start doing some real critical thinking now. Because now I'm questioning what is natural and who, if natural is the naturalism, then who is the author of the naturality? Is it you or is it me? I think we need a booster shot, y'all. Get the booster shot ready. Y'all better get that fucking booster shot ready now. Because if they find this shit out, whoo! Let me stop. They know what I'm talking about. People know what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing slow about Nate on this planet Earth, at least. On this plane in the third dimension. I'm the master of it. Huh? I'm the master. Baphomet, baby. I'm doing better works than Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and all them niggas put together did. And Jesus only said, just do works greater than me. You know how I am. I got to go full all out on out. That's right. Give a nigga inch, she's gonna take the whole goddamn yard to root. Don't just do better than Jesus. I figure, well, shit. If Jesus did some wonderful things, let's see. He healed the blind. He made the deaf hear. He made a nigga that couldn't walk. Look, he walked on water. He fed everybody in Kentucky and Mississippi with one loaf or slice of piece of bread. They must have been some still hungry ass people after that. Damn, Jesus. You also know. Go ahead, cuz. I'm cool. He talking about, can you imagine? Jesus got one slice of bread and he's trying to feed everybody in Pennsylvania with that one loaf. You like this. Fuck. The wind came and blew it out your head. Jesus, can I get another piece? The wind. Get in line. Get in line. You know, Jesus kept a sword. So you gonna have to come out real nice with Jesus. He talking about getting in line. Let me get another slice. Jesus, can I get? All right, it's cool. So you wasn't very fit back then, and especially if you was eating bread. Bread is not alkaline at all. It's acidic. Look it up. So these people wasn't strong mentally nor physically. Because he fed them only with a piece of bread now. According to the story. Or we're going to have to really throw that book away, y'all, and really get into some real seriousness of what's going on here on Earth. That's all I'm pointing out here. It's time for the foolishness to stop. Enough with the bedtime stories. I don't care nothing about what happened yesterday. What we gonna do now and for ourselves tomorrow? Those are very good questions. So we looking at things to consider. Keep that in mind. I ain't forget. It's just got a lot of things going on. And I hate when I get like this. I do humbly apologize to the audience. But it's okay. Just reflect on some of the things that you're hearing. That's what's most important. Because if I just sat here and spent a whole hour and said one word, I guarantee you it will suffice for your empowerment and enhancement with your first eye. I can't lie to you. I'm Nathaniel. Shh, I'm sorry. I said that too loud. Excuse me, everybody. I know that irks a lot of people. But I thought you said you liked the name. But when I'm in my fire, in my bag with it, you don't want to be around Nathaniel now, do you? Because Nathaniel ain't acting like a monkey. We can't get Nathaniel to be human. But didn't God tell Satan that you won't be able to get them all? So don't be like, no surprise. He said you could get. Wait, listen, what was the story in the Quran? Where's my Muslim people at? They know the story. Satan, Iblis, he ran the earth to and fro. I don't know, maybe they was on a camel or something riding, or I don't know how they was, but some way they can't bypass of each other. Oh, God said, Satan, what the fuck is you doing, man? What are you doing up here in Beverly Hills? I'm trying to see you and get all the people who I can to not, something to the extent, I can't quote it verbatim, but, you see, not believe as you want them to do. So God said, okay, look it up. Do some fact checking. Go ask the due diligent, uh, some schematic individual religious people. fanatic religious people. They know this story. They'll get it right for you. Trust me. Or they'll be like, oh no, they ain't how it is. Nate fucked that up. This what really happened. And don't get this. They like, oh shit, Nate was right. Oh boy. Those are the fanatics. They know the hadiths in and out, Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim hadiths and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like I study. I know. So let me just say, Satan said, I'm trying to deceive all the people who I care. God said, well, okay. I guess God at that moment was feeling joyous at his moment because remember, God gets mad too. Remember, he hated Jacob, but he loved Esau. So God working with emotions too. Let's not be stupid. You can't keep going through parts of the books in the Bible and crying and watching the emotions of God jumping up and down. And at this particular time saying, no, God wasn't working with emotions. When he was having the conversation with Satan. When Satan said, I'm trying to deceive all your people. God must have been high as shit, smoked the L, and drank some wine and had a fish. Because he was like, well, go ahead. Go ahead. That's when I put the Quran down. I had to think on that a little bit. Why would God let Satan go ahead and go deceive his people that he created? That's not cool, God. But I'm learning and I'm growing. So I picked my book back up. Still remaining to be taught and learned, to be dumbed down. Because this is what we're doing. We're eagerly wanted to be dumb. So I keep reading this fucking dumbass book. It's no disrespect to nobody. I'm just talking. Right? Because this is how it is in my mind. Y'all have to let me live. Like, or leave me alone. Like, so I'm continuing reading, and Satan says, God says, well, you won't be able to get them all. Wow. Now this gets a little bit more interesting. You see? So I'm just here to tell you, I'm not that one. I was the one who was able to make the little slip up away from Satan. I was there. Me and Satan, no, look, listen. Me and Satan cool as shit to this day. That's my best friend. Listen, man. I don't even mess with people who don't got a little bit of Satanism in them. What keeps me balanced. You see? He's my best friend for so many reasons. It would take me 5 books for you to come and sign. And explaining, how friendly we are. Oh, yeah. And I'm being modest. I could probably write 5 more books after those 5 books. And then 5 more after that 5. Because, after a thing that you do, you become more enriched in it. And you just want to keep evolving and performing and discovering and revealing, right? Let me see what time I'm working with. Because I really have to go and do a few things. All right, so world democracy, let me state, I'm going to do some reading here, and you may want to pay attention to this. Like I said, it is things to consider. All right? So keep in mind, you want to envision lofty visions for yourself. This is to be done upon waking in the morning, so-called morning, and putting thyself to rest in the evening. You understand? Envision lofty visions for yourself. And as you do envision, because listen, when you're envisioning, you're actually experiencing. I don't know what else to do. I gotta go just do some exercise or something. When you're envisioning, you're experiencing. This is why my teacher used to come and slap that ruler on my desk and scare me and say, "Stop daydreaming." And I'm 75 years old too. So as you envision, this is why the great Buddhists and sages explains that it will become you. There's no other reason to say that. Your visions is the promise of you. Your vision on and on and on and on. That's the journey. The journey is not just here in this physical plane, people, on earth. No, it's on and on and on and on and on. So they tell you no, energy doesn't die, and they never lie. Come on, can I get 10? Can I get 10? Can I get 10? Look, your stomach's supposed to be looking like this all the way until you leave. Come on, that's only 3. 7 more. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get it. Because you want your physical to be fit and strong and healthy, as well as your mental. This is how you keep the chakras in line and balanced. So in the material of The Secret Destiny of America by Manly P. Hall, you ever heard of that? I will recommend and suggest that you do some studies of the work of Manly P. Hall, starting with The Secret Destiny of America. Huh? Let me make sure we're still live, because the computer will freeze on the screen as well. So I'm not always tuned into what the chat is. That's the free goddess that's operating in the universe. Yeah. Lady Shea Butter Dreamy Queen. Let not nothing get it twisted. Right? Who else we got here? Is that all who come through? Cool. All right, so much respect, Lady Shea Butter. I'm wishing you and everything you touch Nothing but the finest of what this realm has to offer. That's what I'm seeking for. That's what that is. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We not seeking these things. We're so powerful. It's already allotted to us. All we got to do is just be who we are, and everything will unfold accordingly. Oh yes, there's, yup, that's right. So I'm gonna move on so I can get up out of here. Just read some of this information that we should be considering. And it states out of The Secret Destiny of America, the origin of the democratic idea that world democracy was the secret dream of the great classical philosophers. And that entails me and you. This is not your first time round. All right? Thousands of years, billions and trillions, quintillions of years, way before Christopher Columbus, we were aware of the existence of our Western Hemisphere. And I'm a paraphrase here in this reading. Y'all know me, I don't regurgitate shit. I just really want to bring it to light. That's why the stream or the lecture's title, Things to Consider. Because it's the same principle of yesterday that's being applied today, but different characters. You're different. I'm sorry, but different bodies, but same characters. All right? You're just in different avatars. You can't fool me. Niggas, y'all was with me when we was always in Atlantis. We was all together when we was in Egypt. We was together before Egypt was ever manifested over here. Huh? On some of the grounds that is of the oldest. We was together, yes. There's nothing new under the sun. And if you can't wrap your mind around that, all you gotta do is look at your recycling that you do every 7 days on your trash day. Some of you got green buckets, blue buckets, orange buckets, yellow buckets. But the same thing is, you sit. The moral is, you sit that bucket out there faithfully every Monday with the same items in it, whether it be milk cartons, Pepsi, what else is it? Corona bottles, Heineken bottles, but it has to be recycled. And that is your micro of the same thing of the Norwegian airway and of the ley lines and souls of how you're having your experience and way through the North Pole. Now, that might go over a lot of people here, but just listen to what I'm saying. You'll catch it tomorrow. It'll all, listen. When you want to know when it's your time, the information will appear. So, way before Columbus, we were aware of the existence of the Western Hemisphere and selected it to be the site of where I'm coming to you for information to this day in this empire. Everybody knows that Donald Trump wants to make America great again. Can I ask you, have Donald Trump ever seen America in its greatness? No. So what great is he talking about? Killing, lynching, hanging, robbing, stealing has never been anything of greatness. The brilliant plan of the ancients has survived to our time through your blood, and the information is coded in your DNA. See, I could do all this and say all this because the average over 85% of the people is not going to understand this, nor will it even go through their news feed. It's already been hooked. It's been booked. Y'all know what Fauci and them did. Don't play stupid. But it's okay. That shit'll wear out. It'll wear off. That's why we still need to be doing our job out here. Nothing these people do lasts forever. It's just temporarily. It's not permanent. They don't create. You don't have technology. They got technology. You got astrology. You letting them play you, man. Stop letting these people play you. Everything you want to know is within you. Let me close out some of these works right here before the computer starts buffering or freezing up. So the brilliant plan of what we putting together, and when we speak of anything of ancient ancestors, just please include yourself into that. All right? Because there was never a time in which you was not. Just because you don't remember, don't make me wrong. It just makes you unaware and me know. That's all. Damn, I don't know how to fix cars. I'm comfortable with that. But I can know some good people who do. That's what they do. And I put my trust in them. That's what you're supposed to do for me. When the teacher is right, you got to put your trust in the teacher. Can the teacher tell you everything? No. In fact, I'm so great of a teacher, I'm almost at liberal to say that the teacher can't tell you nothing. And if you ever find a teacher standing up there for 8 hours spilling that garbage to you, you better check their credentials and their information of what they're talking about and who it empowers. You don't need 8 hours or no 5 days a week of somebody telling you how to be great. Check. So again, the brilliant plan of us ancient ones has survived to our time. And it will continue to function until great work is accomplished. You remember the work that Jesus said that you should be doing greater than him? This is what we waiting for to be accomplished. I'm waiting for you to become you and do all that you can do. In other words, we want to be like the military. We want to be all we can be, right? You ever notice how the military say they get up at 6 a.m. and do more things? No, I think they do more things that the average person do in a day before 6 a.m. Something to that extent. You ever heard that? And then they want to tell you that what they're doing is that have it whereas you could become all you can be. What if I accepted you? And what if I had you prepared and ready to be all you could be before you even went into the military? Why do I gotta wait to go into the military to become all I could be? Listen, you can't get in the military till at least 18 years old. So you mean to tell me up until 18 years old, you couldn't become all that you can be? At least be working your way up to that point. What was you doing before you became anything? Or now a militant soldier? Huh? The American nation desperately needs a vision of its own purpose. Now we're gonna read on here out of the Secret Destiny of America. Wow. Maybe we not. Okay, let me read this part here. By preserved symbols. By preserved symbols, we can know that it is from the remote past, from the deep shadows of the medieval world, as well as from the early struggles of more modern times, that the power of American democracy has come. Now, can I bring your attention real quick? When I was in school, I went to a Catholic school, and every morning I would have to quote the words, and I can't remember it no more. It has been totally eradicated from my essence. I can recall it if I wanted to, if I so will, but I don't wish to. So I'm just going to give you the idea of in the school, I was to pledge allegiance to a flag of the Republican for which it stood. I never could figure this out. And it brings, well, into a certain point in time. But up until that point, even I couldn't figure out how, okay, the family is to be Democratic, but we pledge an allegiance to the Republicans. So it brings me to the state of wanting to bring some clarity as to what is actually taking place here. Because it's like now, I'm gonna put it like this: information that can be found where it states that America is actually a corporation. We're looking at the world's first democracy here. The beings that reigned over here didn't have no political system that reigned over here trillions and trillions of years ago. They may have, but it wasn't nothing like what we know of it today, which is corruption. The leader who had the first social consciousness in the administration of a nation was a pharaoh of Egypt, so-called Akhenaten or Akhenaten, however you want to pronounce it. Born several thousand years too soon, so they say. I'm going to tell you that this ain't got nothing to do with me. Some people may find that something that is maybe inaccurate to state. However, from my further intel and reflecting, I'm not too sure if this is what you will have. Some of these people were wanting to be a person of hue or melanin, if you will, so-called black person. A lot of people like to say the Egyptians was black. The original Egyptians was black. Well, you know the Egyptians right now over there aren't so-called black people. Some might know them as the Semites. So let's in conclusion, what am I getting at? It seems to me that the same democracy, the same social system order that's here in the wilderness of North America is that of the same that stems from ancient Egypt. It's no different. You got a temple. You got temples in Egypt. In Philadelphia, you got a college called Temple. In Egypt, you got a city called Philadelphia. And in Philadelphia, your ley line and your layouts of your building is built that of the same of how the pyramids is in Egypt. No wonder Dane Calloway may have. Dane Calloway may got a lot of light right there to be sharing with us when he's saying that everything is actually has been told in reverse. There's a lot of evidence proven to that idea. So I'm gonna close out by saying that we want to just keep in reflective that your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. You yourself. The mind is you and you are the mind. There's not to be any difference or separation in the idea, people. We want to be clear on this. Mind is energy, which never dies. All mind is just a new terminology for ancient concepts and views and terms. You see? No matter who wrote it or made it up, the white people or the black people. And I don't think the white people made up English in this society. They're not that smart. I'm not going to give them that much credit. This technology. And then you're going to tell me the black people made everything else, a long list in school, and now all of a sudden they're not creating nothing. You see how foolish that sound? There's no way, according to the story, you're going to tell me Europeans coming out of the caves in the mountains of Europe and coming here and creating a language and doing such a phenomenal job where only to now black people rise back up and take back over just only what they created. See how stupid this sounds? That's dumb. That sounds like something that's constructed to be taught for educating purposes to keep one at bay. That's what it sounds like to me, but we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to break out of that. We're going to free ourselves. You're going to free your mind. Your thoughts alone have the power to make you healthy or sick, rich or poor. Your thoughts, not a leaf or a cow. I'm not saying that it's not going to help. Yes, kale is very high in alkalinity as opposed to corn or carrots. Those are all grafted foods. But then you have to ask in your truth intelligence what isn't actually man-made if man is God. So your thoughts alone can make you rich, poor, sick, or healthy, popular, or unpopular. That's right. Your mind is like a powerful force that can be turned in any direction to bring about wonderful results, magnificent, splendid results, or weak, havoc, and destructive. You can't say I did it. You can't say the devil made me do it. It's your thoughts. It's you and you alone. Your main goal in life must be to harness your amazing powers. Oh yeah, see, look now I'm really shaking them up. Now you talking about powers. What do you think we Ninja Turtles and Transformers and X-Men and shit, Nate? What do you mean power? Yes. Where you think they make them movies from, fool? Duh. You can't make a movie unless you know what happened or what's happening or what's to happen. Where you gonna extract the idea from to make a goddamn movie? Riddle me that. And when it doesn't have any relevancy to it. You gonna stop playing with me? Or so I'm gonna have to turn the heat up. Every time people play with me mentally, y'all, that makes me very annoying and frustrated. It do. And I do get back at them. But not by way of physical harm in any way. Or neither mentally or spiritually. I turn the fucking heat up. Excuse my expression. That's why most disagreeables don't come by my way. It's too hot. I do it intentionally just to keep things at bay and in its right perspective and frequency and Fahrenheit. Yeah, just like you do your meats and your vegetables in your refrigerator. You don't leave perishable items out all night, do you? You got to put them in a certain temperature. But this is how you got to. This is how God got to do with it. Y'all can do nothing but vibrate and work off of frequencies. So why can't God do the same thing as you do with you as you do with your meats? Keep that nigga over there somewhere. He ain't coming over here. Shit. Because they say I'm not ready. Yeah, you know you're not ready. Tupac said it best. He said, I got my money right. I'm ready now. I want war. Yeah, go get your money right. Go get your light right. Go get your powers up. When you hear me tell you get your light right, I'm telling you, I'm explaining to you that you should be getting your powers up. Your mind is like a powerful force that can be turned in any direction to bring about wonderful results or wreak havoc and destruction. Your main goal in life must be to harness your amazing powers and direct them intelligently and systematically toward achieving everything you really want. All right? Make sure that you're being good to yourself, people. Do it on and with the purpose.